Hey there, by now you know that more exercise does not always mean better results. We've talked about how excessive cardio can backfire, and how fat loss isn't just about calories burned, and how your metabolism thrives when you fuel it properly and train smartly. But today, I want to introduce you to the most underrated fat loss tool you have. And you're already doing it every day. Walking. Yes, walking is the most real deal when it comes to fat loss and metabolic health. Not HIIT, not endless running, just walking. And so today, I'll discuss exactly why walking is superior for fat loss, hormonal balance, and long-term weight maintenance compared to HIIT or running hard for long hours. Today is a fun one, so let's get into it. First, let's review some basics. If you've been killing yourself doing HIIT workouts or long-distance running, but you still struggle with fat loss or fat around the belly, this is why. High-intensity exercise relies on glycogen, not fat. So when your heart rate exceeds zone 2 and enters to zone 3, 4, and 5, your body shifts from burning fat to burning sugar for energy. At these intensities, fat isn't a quick enough fuel source, so your body prioritizes sugar to keep up. And this triggers cortisol spikes, making fat loss harder. To keep going, your body releases cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which mobilizes more sugar into your bloodstream for fast energy. So what's the problem with this? Chronically elevated cortisol promotes fat storage, especially around the belly. So if you're doing high intensity workouts too often or running for long periods of time, like runners usually do, a former runner myself, this stress response can backfire on your fat loss goals and health goals. Chronic stress also raises cortisol, impacting weight loss and overall health. It can come from work-life balance, social pressures, anxiety, and prolonged stress weakens immunity and increases illness risk. Walking and movement in general is a simple yet effective way to release and manage stress and support well-being. It also increases hunger, making energy balance harder to control. Since high-intensity workouts burn through glycogen, your body craves more sugary foods to replenish it, and this often leads to increased hunger and overeating, like you now know, making it harder to support your body recomposition goals. This is why fat loss isn't just about burning calories, it's about working with your hormones and not against them. Now, compare that to walking. Keeps you in zone 2, which is the optimal fat burning state. It reduces cortisol instead of spiking it, preventing stress-induced belly fat storage. It regulates appetite and energy levels, making weight loss more effortless and sustainable. And this isn't just a theory, it's backed by science. A study in the journal Obesity found that people who consistently walked 10,000 steps or more a day had significantly lower body fat percentage than those who did high-intensity workouts but sat the rest for the day. A 2021 study published in Diabetes Care found that walking after meals significantly improves insulin sensitivity, reducing fat storage and blood sugar spikes. So while running torches glycogen and leaves you exhausted, walking teaches your body to burn fat efficiently and consistently. It's low impact, sustainable, and supports stress management. And let's not forget energy balance. Walking doesn't leave you starving like HIIT or running does, which means you naturally regulate your food intake better. So no more post-workout binges. And that's a game changer for the sustainable health journey you're on. And fat loss is just the beginning. Walking is one of the best things you can do for your overall health. Brain fuel, it reduces stress, boosts creativity, and improves your mood. For your heart health, it strengthens your cardiovascular system without overloading it, improves your blood sugar control because, for example, walking after meals prevents insulin spikes and improves insulin sensitivity, which is what you want. You don't want to be insulin resistant. Better sleep, it improves deep sleep and recovery. It's joint friendly, unlike running. Walking strengthens joints instead of wearing them down. And here's something we take for granted. Not everyone can walk. So if you have the ability to move, don't waste it. Your body was made for this. Your body thrives on walking. Here are some of my favorite hacks to hit 10 to 15,000 steps a day without even thinking about it. I walk while taking calls, doing light work, checking emails, on my standing desk and treadmill. This is how I get around 15,000 steps a day. Also, when you go grocery shopping, maybe park further away and do an extra lap inside, or make sure you're carrying the groceries for a bonus strength workout. Maybe you walk on the treadmill while you watch your Netflix show. Maybe you clean your house more often, you vacuum, you sweep, you do all the laundry. All the movement counts. Wash your dishes a couple times a day. Maybe take some dog walks, even if you don't have one. Fresh air and movement, it's a boost for your metabolism. Maybe you keep doing your post-meal walks. 10-minute walk after a meal can help reduce blood sugar and can help with digestion. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can also wear a weighted vest. This makes walks more effective, especially if you leave somewhere flat like I do. It helps to bring your heart rate up to that zone 2. Instead of running, you increase the incline of your treadmill and set the speed between 3 to 3.5 to stay in that zone 2. If you can't go outside that day, if it's raining or if it's too cold or if it's too hot, and if you have a treadmill or your treadmill at the gym. All right, so today's action step is all about taking action and making walking a daily habit. So step 1, track your steps every day. If you're not already tracking them, start today to establish a baseline. Track how many steps you currently take daily and increase them gradually. Aim for at least 6,000 to start and work your way towards 8,000 or 10,000. Ideally, you should be at 10,000, but just track to establish that baseline and then see where you're at and then just go from there. And if your step count is low, don't stress. Small changes add up fast. Second step, take walk breaks anytime you can. Keep walking after meals for 5 to 10 minutes, or keep taking your quick walk breaks after sitting for an hour. Get up, move a little bit, just for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. Maybe turn waiting time into walking time and pace around while on the phone, or maybe you're at the airport, you can just pace around instead of sitting down for hours. And action step number 3, upgrade your work setup if possible. If you work at a desk, invest in a standing desk and a treadmill desk. If you can't buy one, then maybe ask your job if they can invest in one for you. Many companies are supporting workplace health more now than ever. If that's not an option, stand or walk in place while taking calls or brainstorming. And so now it's time to put it into action. Walking is the simplest, most effective tool to burn fat, balance hormones, and improve overall health. Pair it with real food, strength training, and quality sleep, and you have a sustainable formula for success. So keep walking more, support your body. I will see you tomorrow.